So how am I supposed to get into Facebook now?
Huh?
How am I supposed to get into Facebook?
Shit, they kicked me out. I can't get into it either.
What's the life without love?
Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing on YouTube? How y'all doing on Facebook?
Part of your day. Love is everyone's dream. Love is loving you what I mean. Love is you can find a way.
Let me see what's going on in the chat. Let's see what's going on in the chat.
Love is a game you don't play. Love is a part of your day. Love is everyone's dream. Love is love, if you know what I mean. All right, peace and many blessings, family. Welcome to the Spiritual Vault. I am Wunam, a.k.a. Nikki Love, your African Indigenous Traditional Healer.
And I'm Brother Adinkra, your African Indigenous Traditional Healer. How
And I
y'all
know
doing
all
tonight,
is
family?
well. Okay, let me see. I don't like the way this little Afro.
We only got one hello in the chat. Okay.
One hello, that's it. We ain't got no more hellos.
It's people. It's more people than that in the chat. They just not commenting.
Nobody's commented? Okay. Commenting? What's really, really, really going on, y'all? What's really going on? I see people.
We got Sister Moon 1. Hello, Sister Moon.
Sister Moon 1, welcome. Welcome. Where my Facebook family at? Where's my Facebook family?
We got Lily Ann. Hello. How you doing? Peace and blessings.
Hey, Lily Ann. How you doing? Welcome. First of all, let's get an update of what's going on in your neck of the neck of the hood. So what's going on? Give us an update on the rallying. Give us an update on the corona or the COVID. Give us an update, family. Let us know what's going on. We want to welcome you to the Spiritual Vault.
Warrior of Light, peace and blessings. 6 Point Dweller. Terry Wilcox, peace and blessings.
Peace, family.
Nikki and Brother Adinkra, how you doing tonight? Noisha Osborne, how you doing? Peace and blessings. Woo, man, it's been a crazy week, y'all. How y'all been doing tonight? How y'all been doing this week, fam?
Y'all been doing okay? All right, let me see if I can get in here on Facebook. I don't know. We're going to try, family. See if I can get in here on Facebook. So, Brother, think you got any word of the week for the people?
I like to say is keep your head up, keep pushing, and keep moving forward. And everything is going to work out, family. Everything is going to work out.
I think a lot of people are...
Nyosha Osborne says, I'm okay. This energy is a little troubling. Warrior of Light says.
Really? Interesting. All right, family.
Yeah. So.
Where's my Facebook? Hold on. Facebook, I don't see y'all. Y'all ain't typing. What y'all doing over here?
You got in?
No, I can't get in.
Okay.
Don't say huh, because you could get up on YouTube.
I could get on YouTube, but I can't get in my Facebook either.
Yeah, but that's your fault.
It's not my fault.
That's your fault. Hey, Mika Jordan. Okay, there you go. All right. Pages. Okay, so you can read it from there? Because I can't.
Okay. We got Miguel. He said, we here. Who else? Anybody else commented? Alafia. Akintunde.
Hey, Akintunde.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and many blessings, my brother.
So tonight we'll be talking about unleashing your superpowers and what's the
non-local consciousness.
Non-local consciousness.
Y'all probably say, what the hell is non-local consciousness? Anybody know about that? And does anybody have any superpowers that you want to unleash? Because see, people don't realize that naturally some of us have these abilities, what we would call superpower abilities, and afraid to talk about it. You know what I mean? Afraid to talk about it because, you know, people's going to think you're crazy, or people's going to think, something's wrong with you, or you're possessed or something. You know what I mean? So we thought we would talk about this, and then whatever y'all want to talk about too, family, because y'all are the listener on this. If y'all want us to talk about something, put it out there. What do
Yeah,
y'all
put
want us
it
to
in the
talk
chat.
about? While I try to get over here.
So, yeah, so how many of y'all know what non-local consciousness is? Do y'all know what non-local consciousness is? Put it in the chat, please, family. Non-local consciousness.
Basically, that says that consciousness can live outside of your brain. Okay? Scientists haven't even proved that, there's consciousness inside of the brain. But when we speak of non-local consciousness, it's basically saying that consciousness can exist outside of your physical body, outside of your physical brain. This is some new stuff that's coming up with y'all. Y'all know we like to keep up with that. And this is explaining why we are experiencing what we call the Mandela effect, okay? Now, you all know, I think we did a show about this a while back, and we talked about the Mandela effect. So this is explaining why the Mandela effect is taking place.
Yeah, so basically, what they're saying is anything could be, anything is part of your consciousness can actually be what we're perceiving inside of our head or inside of our body can actually be on the outside. And it kind of ties into what they're trying to do. It seems like to me is they're trying to tie it into the movies like The Matrix, movies like what was the one we watched the other night?
Mandela effect.
The Mandela effect. And this guy, in this movie, he was realizing everything was being programmed around him, but he found this building, right? That I think it represented, the mind or whatever. And he would go into this building, and when something happened, he would just go back. He would rewind it. He was altering the consciousness because he didn't like what was happening. His wife was going crazy, so he would alter the consciousness and go back to when she wasn't going crazy. But the effect was, it was the effect of him doing that. When he would do that, he started, like, the people started fragmenting, like computer programming and stuff. Like, it was weird. It was like he was seeing it before his eyes, and everything started breaking down in fragments and stuff like that. So he was really confused by it, but he didn't care. He just wanted his wife back to normal and his family back to normal. So he was going in this building, and he was changing the consciousness. So have any of y'all seen that movie? Sonya Brooks says, is it familiar with your subconsciousness?
No.
No, it is not. It is not. It's not the same as your subconscious. What's the name of that movie? Oh, it's called The Mandela Effect, right? The name of the movie. I put your water right here. All right. So, anyway, that's what we're talking about tonight. But also, I think they were saying you can also actually program stuff outside of you to work for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like it, to me, it ties into what we do as traditional healers too, because we'll put something out there and then it'll manifest and happen also. Is that on? Oh, that's yours.
Okay. All right. I can't get into my Facebook, y'all, because I don't have time to sign up and go in there and do this and do that. So
Peace and
I'm
blessings,
looking over
Mocha
here.
Brown.
I don't know who's sending, but both of my phones are occupied. So Nepis, you're gonna have to put your question or your comment in the chat, okay? Is there something y'all want to discuss tonight while we're on here? We're talking about non-local consciousness and also unleashing your superpower. Everybody has a natural superpower. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times people don't talk about it. They hide it. They're afraid to talk about it because they're afraid what people's going to say. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, Brother Dinka, what's one of your experiences of your actual natural human superpowers you can say that you have?
Making the wind blow, moving things with my mind.
Making the wind blow and moving things with your mind. When do you move something with your mind?
just the wind. Like if I'll picture something moving and it'll happen. I remember when I realized I could do that. This was before I met you, so don't get mad, all right?
Don't get mad. What am I getting mad
So
about?
now I'm going to ever explain this. So I would just see if it would work, right? Because I would put concentration into it. This was when I was young, too, a little bit younger. But what I would do was I would sit, I would sit, like say if I'm sitting right, and say like somebody is in front of me, I would see if I could make them do things in my mind, like make them move their leg, make them scratch their neck, make them, stuff like that. I would just do stuff like that to see if I could affect that. And like, it's just, well, you look like you got something to say.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just listening.
It's certain, like, ladies, I don't know.
Make me move my hand right now.
I haven't worked on it in a while, but
I'm gonna
tell you what.
Make me move my hand right now.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
What?
This is what I would do, right? I would sit, like, say if there was a lady there, I would. I could make her
Don't
open.
lie.
For real, I was putting my mind for her to open her legs and close her legs like that. This was when I was young, though. I was immature and stuff, so little stuff like that.
Why would you put that aspect of it out, though?
But I'm just saying, I was just telling you.
But why would you use
that's
that
what,
part?
I'm just saying.
To make a lady open her legs.
Why would you do that? I just want to see, because that was something the woman was like, I'm not gonna do that.
Boy, every day,
you would have.
I think them spirits got a hold of your goddamn kabasa. You understand? All right, y'all. Okay, so what else did you do with your superpowers?
But mostly like just little stuff like that. I would just see if it would work, if you would put certain things out there. If I got into it with a person, I would just put things in my mind and see if I could make them think about it. But a lot of times what I noticed too was if I thought something and it went away, like say if I said, man, I hope this fool don't see me coming down the street. But I start thinking about something else, and then the person will turn off. They usually would come to me
So are you saying that's a superhero power that you have?
Yeah, you know what? I feel like it sort of is. It sort of is. And it's nothing spectacular to me, but,
So is it possible that every human being could do that?
It's possible if they focus on it or if they realize they can do it. Not everybody.
So why you say, well, don't get mad just before I met you? Because that got to do with anything?
Because I knew you was gonna say something about it.
I ain't saying nothing. I had to see it to believe it, y'all.
Okay.
Okay. So what?
How many times I've said something?
Make my hand.
How many times have I said something and you'll be like, stop reading my mind? But I don't even be.
But that's because I could read your mind, though. I could read your mind. That's not a natural thing. I mean, that's
all right. How many of y'all can reach out?
How many people's mind?
How many of y'all can read people's mind?
All right. They said her and her son share dreams. Okay. All right. See, how many people can read people's mind? Can you read people's mind? Tell us what your superhero powers are. I gotta keep looking over at the Facebook chat because obviously
Warrior of Light
I don't have
says
Facebook.
Warrior of Light says I can. Day says don't hurt him, Nikki.
Oh boy, because he come up with the craziest things, yo. That's all I'm gonna say. You know how you got a little son and he'll come up with this real vivid imagination, and oh wow, he's got this huge imagination, and then he'll say something that it be like, you say the darnest goddamn things, right? The worst thing you can say is that I used to make the ladies open their legs. Come on,
this is when
now.
I was a young kid, though.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, but who wants to hear that bullshit? I don't hear no shit like that.
I'm just saying, like, you could program people's mind to do what you want to do. So why you
didn't program to make a woman, maybe flirt with you or something? Why you gotta be you making her open?
No, I'm just saying. You know how you want to see.
How men think with
no, but listen, this is what I'm saying. You know how sometimes you think of something, you be like, I will, because you'll think something and it'll happen, or you'll put something happen and happen. I just thought I want to see if I was really messing with people's minds.
Okay, so why couldn't you do something more nicer? Like instead of trying to be a damn pervert and look at the ladies got their
because when kids are young, they are perverts. Like when they get in their teenage years.
No, they're not. God damn it. That's ridiculous.
All right. Well, whatever.
All right, Kylie
Anyway,
Jones. All right, BP Popo. All right, tell us what your superpower is, y'all. Because he said he could read people's mind. He said he used to make women open their legs, okay?
okay. Anyways, Renee says, would unlocking your superpowers also involve meditation?
Yes, yes, it can involve meditation. Yes, it can. You know, we have assignment this week with our initiates where they're going to be doing some meditation to begin to start opening up their first eye. So, yes, you can unleash that through your meditation, but it takes a lot of work, y'all.
BP Papo says telekinesis and the abilities to kick my dreamscape.
The kicks in my
Kicks in
dreams
my
say,
dreamscape.
hey, BP Pablo, talk right so we'll understand what you're saying. All right. So, what is your superpower? Can you read minds? Could you move things with your mind? Right? All right. So, I got a story for y'all. Okay. So, one time, I was visiting a friend of mine's in D.C. And, he decided to show his natural black ass. Okay? I don't know what was wrong with the brother, but I don't know if he was having a bad day, but really, literally a friend now. And I'm going to visit. First time I've been to D.C., I never been to D.C. We go out, shows me a really nice time, has a whole itinerary set up, y'all. Really nice, right? Then the brother turned into Dr. Goddamn Scrooge on my ass, right? So I said, wait, hold on. So we driving, and it's a snowstorm, right? I'm like, shit, I'm all the way in goddamn D.C. You gonna act your ass up and act like you done lost your mind and turn into Dr. Goddamn Scrooge, and you think I'm gonna deal with this shit? So anyway, we arguing back and forth in the car, so I get real mad. I get real mad, y'all. I said, take me to hell to the goddamn train station. I was so goddamn mad. I sat there and I had my I would listen to him. I got so mad that the car spun around. He got scared. Did you just do that? I said, take me to the train station. He got scared. He took me to that train station, but let me tell you, he said, you a goddamn witch. He said, you a witch. You a witch, goddamn it. You made my car spin around. Right? But the secret to that, y'all, is the only time, and this is real, and a lot of times we think we only see this on, movies. We only see this on TV. We really do have natural powers, okay? It's just a matter of when they come out. It only happens when I get mad. I'm able to put out that kind of energy. So with saying that, these are the type of things we're talking about. What kind of superpowers do you have? Now, another gift is, as Brother Adinkra was saying earlier, what we do with our initiates is when we train them, we teach them how to move the elements. You all seen Airbender, right? Well, we teach them how to move the elements. I must say, Brother Adinkra was good. He was the only one who really made the wind blow, y'all. A little bit. He still got to make them trees wave. But he did good. What you got over there?
I was trying to see what this did.
What?
Can you use that?
Oh, okay.
Because we haven't finished that thing.
So anyway, Brother Adinkra did okay. He made the wind blow. But what you can do is it's just not involving the elements, but you can practice with elements. Practice making a fire move. Practice making a wind blow. Practice making the water rise. Okay? I had another incident where we were downtown Atlanta and they had the water fountain and the water stays up all the time. And my daughter and her friend, we went out there. We went to have lunch or whatever. And I went and stood on top of the fountain. And I started telling the water, rise up, water, right? So the water began to rise, slow down, and then rise, right? So my daughter's friend, did your mother just do that? My daughter said, do it again. So I said, rise up, water. The water rise. And then I said, go back down. It went down. She was bugging out. She was bugging out. You hear what I'm saying? She said, how the hell? She ain't cursed because she was young. How did you make the water rise? So I said, okay, let's go over to the other fountain. We went over to the other fountain, which is not a fountain like that, but the water is a wall with running water. I said, so let's go over to that fountain. Let me show you something. I'm going to make the water get loud. So when I began to tell the spirit of the water to make noise and get louder, it started going crazy. Then she really bugged out. She said, can I try it? I said, go ahead and try it. She couldn't do it.
The large professor said he can make the candles move. A lot of people that do candle work can make candles move.
Yeah.
Candle flames move.
But what it is that in itself is a superhero power that you
Mm-hmm.
think you only see on TV when you watch Airbenders or when you watch, all those little shows and they showing you how to, move the elements. We have the natural abilities to do this. But a lot of us are afraid to, or some of us know our internal power and they don't want to tell people because they're afraid of what people might think, or they think people, like, for instance, you have a lot of, like, who was you watching last night? Chris Angel, Mind Freak, some of them magicians, or
Yeah,
David Blaine,
a lot of them.
right? A lot of people say, "Oh, well, they got the devil in them. They got the devil in them."
Yeah,
That's not
they think
necessary.
they work with demons. That's
Right?
the
They think they think they work with
thing.
demons.
Especially if they're Christians, they think they work with
That's
demons.
not the case. As human beings, you all have to remember we are truly interconnected into this earth. And when I say you walk outside, you walk into yourself. Basically, which means is if you learn to intertwine yourself and become connected physically now
Mm-hmm.
with earth and all the elements, you will begin to learn how to manipulate the forces of nature. So you will have that superpower energy. Okay? People think it's a joke in a game, and it's not. It's not a joke in a game.
Mm-hmm.
You get so intertwined with the trees, with the spirit of the earth, with the spirit of the sun. When you get so intertwined and you recognize these elements as they are, they will too recognize you. And then you will begin to know how to use them for your benefit, or to move them when you want to move. Another thing, he'll tell you, I'll go outside, spirit of the sun, how are you, Ra? It'll get bright. It will get bright. Another experience. I like sharing experience because people need to know this is real. I'm outside. I was at my daughter's house a couple of years ago, and I was doing my sun gazing in the morning, and I'm calling. I'm saying, "Ra, shine. I need you to shine bright and give me your energy and da 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 da, and download my DNA with your code and da 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 da." I'm saying this in the spirit of the sun. So the lady standing over there smoking her little cigarette, and I said to the sun, I said, "Rise, Ra, rise." But I was doing it in the Egyptian, or the Nubian tongue,
The
like a
tongue, yeah,
Nezarak,
yeah.
Amin Ra, which means show your face, Amin Ra. And when I did that, it got bright. And the lady, she looked at me like, what's she doing over there? What's that woman doing over there, right? So, and I said it again, a Nazarak, Amin Ra, show your face. And it got brighter. The lady said, did you just make that sun get brighter? She was a white woman. I'll never forget it. And she lived a couple of doors down from my daughter. I said, yeah. I said, you could too. She said, wow. She was smoking her cigarette, you know what I mean?
She like this the thing. My wife, she'll just start talking to the elements in the sun and everybody else around. They don't. A lot of people don't say nothing. They'll just look like. And I don't even. I just act like they not even there because
I don't give a
she don't give a damn.
goddamn.
She don't care. She'll just start talking to the wind. She'll start
I
talking to
don't
the
care
rain.
who's walking past
She'll talk
me,
to the
who
sun.
sees me, and that's right. I'll walk in the park like, hey, Rod, how you doing? Hey, I'll stop. I don't give a goddamn what they say or what they thinking about. You need to do it too. Don't worry
But
about the hell I'm doing.
people always be looking at her like, what the fuck is wrong?
I don't give a damn. They can
I'm
think
like,
I'm crazy
damn.
if they want to, but I know what I know, and I know that I'm interconnected. And I know when I call these elements to protect me, they coming. You know what I mean? All right. Hermetic King, please. I'll send you an exercise to get started. BP Papa replying to Hermetic King. Okay, thank. What the hell y'all over here talking about, BP Papa? What exercise? What you doing over there? Let me see what you doing. Hold on.
So the large professor says, Damien, laugh out loud. Yeah, that's what they think. A lot of times when those magicians be doing their work and be doing things they can't explain, people get scared. Boss chick says, I made it rain by dancing and throwing water in the air when I was younger.
My daughter can communicate with our birds too. But what's crazy is that's what I'm saying. That's a superpower. You can make it rain. That's another thing. I could stop making it rain. Talk to the spirit of the rain. Can you slow up a little bit? Can you stop? Now, hold on, BP Papa. First of all, don't be giving nobody directions on how to deactivate their DNA. Let me just say this to you, Hermetic King. It's happening naturally. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to help reactivate your DNA, there's two things you want to do. You want to make sure you have a connection with Ra and get yourself out into the sun and do your sun gazing, because the sun is going to help reactivate now. Because you got to remember, at one time your DNA was fully activated, all of your strands. So you want to make sure that you spend time with the sun. The other thing is the proper minerals. That's why the cosmic beings had us create the Sirius D, because the minerals in that Sirius D was going to help reactivate your DNA as well, along with the power of the sun. Okay? Now, BP Papa, I don't know how you doing it, but I know how the ancients and the cosmics told me told us how to do it. Okay? So tell us how you doing it, BP Papa.
Look at all of those.
Right.
It's literally not moving.
I want to know where would I start. Hermetic King, if I was you, I would get some Sirius D first. Order some Sirius D. We're past that, because now the ancient and the cosmic beings want us to do the Sirius XX, okay? That's the next level of your spiritual transformation. So Sirius D is going to help begin to reactivate your strands of DNA. Sirius XX is going to take you on that higher vibrational energy and frequency and dimension. Okay? So, Hermetic King, you could get some Sirius D. Go to my webpage and order it. Start there. Basic meditation and visualization, that's going to help. BP Papo, I don't know about that. People have been meditating and visualizations for years. I'm telling you what the cosmic beings told us. That's why we had to create the Sirius D. Because the minerals in the Sirius D and the isolates are what's going to begin to work internally to begin to activate those DNA strands, reactivate them, okay? And not only that, they're going to feed the DNA strands with information. That's why after you do the Sirius D, you must go outside, because the sun is going to further activate the mineral within your body and begin to open and share information with you, okay?
And connecting with the earth also. Walking barefooted and things like that on the earth.
Okay. Any questions, family? Anything from you too? What?
I guess he thought that's what she meant.
What?
When she said she could make it rain by dancing, but she was talking about outside. She throw water in the air, she'll make it rain. So
The professor. Being funny.
The large professor.
The large professor. My strip club ain't no strip club over here. We all spiritual. This is the spiritual vault. Okay? This is the spiritual vault. BP Papa, you understand semantics? No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop playing.
He said smarty pants.
You said smarty pants. You damn right. Don't hate because I'm smarty, a smart ass. Don't hate. It is what it is, BP Papa. Don't get mad. I'm always going to be spiritual first. And anything I get, I'm a messenger. I'm a messenger, BP Papa. Excuse me, Papa. And the cosmic beings and the ancient beings, they communicate with me. And guess
what? Not trying to knock your hustle.
Look here. Oh, you being funny, BP Papa?
Yes, sir.
Let me explain something to you. Now I'm going to get serious on you, BP Papa. I know you like to be a goddamn troublemaker, but this is not a hustle. This is real. Because it's time for our people to rise. The ancient ancestors said we shall rise in the West. So it ain't about being a hustle. Don't get it confused, because he don't ever have to buy a Sirius D. He really don't. But it's important that there's a certain select of people that was told to take it because they have a spiritual obligation here on this earth. This is not a game. It's not a joke. And I do take it serious. So all that hustle shit is out the door. It's not about being a hustle. But I'm going to always be a messenger. And when I tell you, unless you start communicating with the cosmic beings and them alien beings and the ancient ones, then you come see me. Until then, don't talk about no hustle, no bullshit. This is real. I don't take this, I don't play with this. It's not a joke. Because there's 144,000 right now that's supposed to be indigenous to this land. And we have work to do. And it's not about the finances and the money. Don't get it confused.
Ara Day says it's better to be a smart ass than a dumbass.
I know that's right. All right, there exactly. It's
BP Papo
exactly.
says, okay, calm down.
No, you calm
He
down.
said,
Don't
I
say that
know.
because I don't want people thinking we just about to hustle. This ain't no game. I'm not
We
playing.
don't come over here trying to sell a lot of shit. We just
Right,
don't.
exactly. My thing is, I take this very serious. I'm always going to be a traditional healer first. Bakume madra, shanfrabunkus. Okay, understand that. I'm always going to be African and a traditional healer first. There's times when I play. There's times when I'll get ghetto on you. There's times when I do not play about spirituality and the transformation and the healing of my people.
Leanne says, what can we do to help remove fears, blockage when we feel stuck in a spiritual journey? And stuck in our spiritual journey.
A lot of times there's many reasons why you get stuck in your spiritual journey. Okay? A lot of times, it could be outside influences. Okay?
A lot of times people can see your power, and they'll do rituals to try to siphon off your power or stop you from or they'll see you finna get to a certain point and they'll put up blocks to try to keep you from getting
But
to
I
it.
see that it's her. I see spiritually that it's you because of the fear you have, because this is all new to you. Okay? And because this is all new to you, there's a little bit of fear, and your fear is stopping you from vibrating on a higher frequency. And you're only fearing because you don't know. And when you don't know, you're going to have fear. So don't worry. Go with the flow of energy. Continue to let your ancestors guide you on your spiritual journey, because your ancestors are there to guide you and make it a smooth journey for you. Don't fear, okay? And as I said, it could be also outside influences, the people that's surrounding you, the energy that can also block you as well, okay?
Yeah, because negative people do that to you too. Because a lot of times, y'all notice you've been in a relationship with a person and it's been a draining relationship or a frustrating relationship. And then as soon as you let that person go, you'll get a better job. You'll start making more money. You'll actually meet somebody that was 10 times better than the person you was with. A lot of times when you hold on to somebody, you're holding on to baggage, and you got to release that baggage to get your blessings. So a lot of
Right,
times,
so sometimes it could be your outside, right. So you have to be very careful with that. You might have to clean house. You might have to clean house. And not just...
she says she's an empath. She's
Yeah, but
sensitive
see,
to
and I was
other
just going
people's
to say
energy.
that, just not physically, but internally. It's funny she says that, because internally you have to do... I like to recommend sometime for people to do a water fast and do a 3-day vegetable fast. See, people were supposed to do that a couple of years ago,
Yeah, that's
too.
that person right there.
What?
No, I was just telling you
Oh,
that's what she just
so
said.
people, sometimes you can also block it internally. You need to do some cleansing. So that's internal and cleansing, especially if you're empathic. You're taking on all type of energy all the time. So what you want to do is probably do a 1-day water fast, okay, and then. Years ago, okay. Now this is the spirits and the cosmic beings talking again. They wanted us to do a 3-day, almost 3-day to a week green fast. And it wasn't to become a vegan. It was that the spirit was saying, or these beings were saying, whatever you want to call it, spirit beings or whatever, was saying that there was something in the plants that was going to help string along the reactivation of the DNA, because we had to go through this transformation. So whatever we had to do for a whole week, we just did greens. Remember, that was about 3 years ago. And then they told us to go outside and ground ourselves. They said, go outside and walk the earth barefooted, because humans have been disconnected away from the very thing that they're a part of. So grounding yourself internally. You must do a cleanse, okay, internally, and also removing your outside toxic energies, okay, which will help you be able to go through that smooth, journey, transformational journey, okay?
The large professor says, I remember I thought I remember I thought about some money and I walked across the street and I seen it on the ground.
See, so that's basically manifesting, putting your thoughts out there in the universe. A lot of that is true, okay? A lot of it's true. A lot of people don't understand that, they'll show you all this stuff on TV with all these superhero movies. Oh, he could do this, he could do, and we can really do it in real life. Some of us don't even know how to exercise our powers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, we was watching X-Men the other day, and they were talking about people. You know, they said we're the most dominant race on the planet because our genes, our DNA is constantly mutating. They say people that have genes that mutate are the most dominant beings on the planet. And anybody that actually know about DNA and especially in black people and Africans, they notice our DNA been mutating. So I thought that was interesting because a lot of these movies are based on our history and us, but they always, because they finance the movies, that of course they're gonna use a Caucasian person because it's their money. So a lot of these things, matter of fact, the guy who wrote X-Men, he just died, Stan Lee. He said that X-Men was based on Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. So you know who Malcolm X was. Malcolm X was Xavier. I mean, not Xavier. Magneto. And Malcolm X was. I mean, Martin Luther King was the Xavier. So it was just interesting. You know, everybody suspected that. You know, black people that broke down these movies suspected that the whole time, and then he came out and said it.
Can you see it?
To this day, broccoli, greens, string beans. Queen, I am so grateful.
She said she remembered the green challenge, exactly. BP Papa says, do you know any information out about the Nagas? Do we? Tell them, Brother Adinkra. Didn't we do a show about the Nagas or what?
Yeah, we was talking. We was breaking that energy. We was breaking that down about the Nagas and Kobe, because he called himself the Black Mamba, and he was tapping into the Naga, the serpent energy also. The large professor says, when I was broke, I wanted to buy my mother a birthday gift, and I seen the money on the ground. I'll never forget that day.
The Nagas are here right now. They're on this planet right now. They're here. As a matter of fact, they're working with some of the political leaders.
Mm-hmm. Some of them are positive, some of them are negative. A lot of people been having negative dreams about the Nagas also. You know, we've been getting a lot of people saying they've been seeing this energy.
You know, Hermetic King, sometimes when you dream of $100,000, there's many definitions to that. But what I'm getting, I'm not getting. What Spirit has shown me, it's not 1000. It's a code that they're trying to tell you about, Hermetic King. It's not even 100,000. It's the binary code, the binary code or the binary code of 100000. You getting ready to go through a major transformation in your life, Hermetic King. That's not $100,000. This is the numbers is what they're showing you, and it's a representation of a binary code that you must pay attention to. Okay. Okay, there's a battle in SSP between the Nagas and the Nazis.
The Nagas and the Nazis.
ETC. But see, so you confirming there's political talk right now between the Nagas and the political leaders. So there's a battle going on between them and the Nazis, see?
You say the Nagas are taking over. That's what BB Papa said.
Okay, all right. A new spirit was showing me something, BP Papo. All right. Peace, Alan Johnson. Peace, Ann. Blessings to you. What's the question on YouTube?
Okay, Candy Rain says, I've been seeing 333 and 777 for the last 2 days.
You know, Candy Rain, you know what the repetitive numbers mean. You know what that means. You know, it's one of those things where, and now we're going to be seeing them more because I've been seeing them more and more and more. It's like, you know, as you see them, if you see them for a while and don't see them, it's like you're going to the next dimension or the next level of your vibrational energy. Maybe like if you was on let's use the hertz, right? So if you was on a 532 hertz, you're going up to a 632 hertz, okay? So each time you see it, it starts for a while and it starts again. You're going up things. And this is why we were doing the shows. We were telling you about how the organs in the body have moved. They have changed.
They shifted.
Shifted. People don't even know. Okay? So you're becoming more lighter being. So all of this ties into what you're seeing with the repetitive numbers. All of this ties in with you feeling like you're going on a spiritual journey, being more interconnected. There's everything that just ties right into what's happening with humanity on a daily basis.
Remember Terrell? He was watching the movie. And he said, "They got the heart in the middle of in the middle of the chest. That's not right. It's supposed to be on the left side." Remember he said
right.
that.
That's right.
Candy Rain says, "No, I've been seeing 3333 and 777. The sequence of 4. She's been seeing them in 4s instead of 3s.
She been seeing what?
She's been seeing the numbers in 4s instead of 3s.
Oh, you've been seeing them in 4s?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are getting ready to go through another dimension, Candy Rain.
That's what
You're
they
about
mean.
to move up in dimensions.
That's what the elder meant, Bobby Hemmett, when he said some people aren't gonna make it because not everybody's gonna ascend to the same dimension at the same time.
That's right.
Some people are gonna get left behind because they're gonna be still thinking in the third dimension.
And the third dimensional energy.
And we've already moved past the third dimension.
That's why we're talking about non-local consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody know about the non-local consciousness? Basically, there's no proven fact that consciousness exists, within matter, period, okay? So we were talking about that because this is something new everybody's going to talk about, and they're going to probably dig more deeper than we are. But the importance of understanding that consciousness can exist outside of your brain, okay?
It's like you're saying there's something down there that's not letting me go.
Okay, I was in YMCA doing aquatic therapy, and this white man got in the water and swam underwater from one end to the other and back without coming up for air. So when he came back to where he started, press to see more.
See this shit.
Let me do it. Hold on, y'all. And left. So he probably was. Some people could hold if they're swimmers. Some people could hold their breath underwater for a long time. I know that back way when I was in high school, I was on a swimming team. I could hold my breath for about 3 minutes, but after that, I had to come up for air. So he probably had that gift, or he could have been a goddamn alien. Shit, I don't know, Hermetic.
When I was in high school, I could hold my breath for 45 seconds.
All right. I dream a lot of having to make a choice of what child to save. I can't stand that dream. Are you serious? That's interesting. So you have 4 children, right? Am I correct? 4 children? And you dream of which child you have to save. I'm going to tell you what I see. One of your children, I see out of the 3, you have a boy, you have 3 girls, and I'm telling you, what is it? The oldest, the second, the third. The middle child feels lost. You need to attend to the middle child. I don't know what's going on with her, but Spirit has shown me that the middle child is needing you. She feels lost. She's going through something emotionally, and you need to handle that. And at the end of the day, I'm not sure if that's the one you're dreaming about, but that's the message that I get from your dreams, okay?
Hit the like button, family. Those on YouTube and Facebook, hit the like button. Don't forget to share our videos with everybody that y'all come in contact with. Share the knowledge, share everything.
Any
Share
more
the Facebook,
questions?
YouTube page, all of that. Y'all got any questions on YouTube? Any questions on YouTube? Candy Ray says, thank you, family.
You're welcome. You're very, very welcome.
The large professor, you got a question? The chosen one, the one who needs the most attention. Oh.
Which one? What's her name? Heaven. I'm in heaven.
Oh, you got it?
No, that's That's YouTube.
You're gonna kick that off of there if you go on there.
For watching it?
Yeah, cause you on here. It's gonna see it on 2 devices. Remember Terrell did that?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, the large professor says yes. Is this
Part
part
of the New World Order. What? Is what part of the New World Order? Is what part?
Yeah, close that. I think he's talking about this whole. Are you talking about? He's saying, see, the COVID-19, is that part of it? Is that part of the New World Order?
It was. It was part of the New World Order, but
Shit changed.
energy changes and shit changes. Okay?
Shit changed. It changes. It changed because
it changes, okay?
this was the plan until it was figured out. And really, you got a lot of this stuff. You really have to thank the people. The people, as soon as they say, oh, this is what it is, y'all do the research and y'all shut everything down. Because a lot of people were exposing everything that's been going on. So it's not even government. It's just more like just the regular people been shutting everything down.
That's right. All right,
So y'all keep doing y'all research and keep putting pressure on them to make them tell the truth.
So Hameda King says, I've seen gills like ear pockets on the side of his neck. Okay. So guess what? That's very possible because, I mean, you know, we are also aquatic beings to a certain extent. We just learn how to live on land because you know how a baby's born is born in water. You got fed, you know, what do you call it?
So make sure next time you see him, make sure you get your ass out the water again. Because you never know.
Because he's a mermaid. He might try to get you.
He might drown you. You never know, man. But I think a lot of what's going on with that, the COVID situation is tied to the human trafficking situation and what's been going on with the kids because we were making everybody aware of what was going on with the vans and everything. Then they stepped it up even more because it was getting harder to just grab people easily. So then, so you know. This is what happens. So this is, I don't know, I keep feeling like all of this is connected, you know.
All right, BP Papas, I have dreamscapes where I'm using plasma tech to open portals to other places where I input the coordinates. So is this happening in your dreams or is it real? Because, you know, I remember I was watching something last year on YouTube where this man was using the plasma to open portals. Y'all be careful with opening portals, okay? Be very, very careful, because if your ass go in there, you ain't coming out. How can I find out about my past lives? Hameda King, I do past life readings. If you want one, go to the website, and you could book a reading. I do past life readings for you, and I'll tell you who you was in your past lives, okay?
The Warrior of Light says, I feel they're going to come up with a vaccination, the government, and the government is going to mandate it and people aren't going to be able to move freely without it. Yeah, they've been talking about that, but I mean, I just feel like people are going to tear this damn country up if they try to make people get vaccinations, especially because they not having it. They don't want no chips.
Let me tell y'all, excuse me y'all, because I'm always tired. Y'all know that because I'm always doing stuff, okay? What's up, Boss Life? Hey.
What up, folk?
Dreamscapes. Boss Life, tell us what your superhero power is. If y'all missed the show on Sunday with Oracles of Truth, y'all got to go back and watch it with our brother Boss Life because he was acting his ass up on the goddamn Oracles of Truth. So y'all go back and watch Oracles of Truth on our page. We did this Sunday.
On Facebook.
On Facebook. So y'all go back and watch it. YouTube, we're still trying to get it.
We can't really go live with Boss Life. When Boss Life come on, when Brother Sabine come on, we can't go live because he too raw for YouTube. They'll kick us off of YouTube.
We gonna get it on YouTube, y'all. We gonna get it on YouTube.
We got it. It's gonna be a lot of bleeping and editing.
I gotta edit everything else, but we gonna get some pieces on YouTube.
If we do a show with Samin, we gotta edit about. We do an hour and 30 minutes with him. We gotta edit, and we could probably use about 15 minutes of the show.
We gonna get a couple of pieces on there, y'all. Y'all will see. I gotta download it from Facebook, and I gotta edit it and put it back on YouTube. But YouTube, y'all are gonna see the oracles of life. It's coming. We just gotta do the work of editing it. Okay. Hermetic King, yes, sacred, scared the hell out of me. I got out and left and haven't been back and went to the. You know, sometimes. Spirits will send somebody so you could experience in that. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, Hermetic King. You ain't got no business being scared. We've been having mermaids around forever. Okay? Why am I think he's slipping down off my goddamn head, y'all? Forever. Don't get it confused. Forever, ever.
Neosha Osborne says, I keep getting 555 and 222.
Neosha, you going through your transformation too, sis. Now, you're going through the physical transformation. When you begin to see the quadruplet numbers, you are getting ready to move up in the dimensions in the physical world. Okay?
Peace and blessings, Pinky Lee. We ain't seen you in a while.
We ain't lying on you. Stop playing. Stop playing.
We ain't lying on you, Boss Life.
Boss Life.
Everything. I think every 3 words he say, goddamn motherfucking shit.
Yep. Replying to her, BP Papa, yes, scared the hell out of me. All right. If we lying on, hey, Jennifer Rose, was you on here Sunday? Who was on the show Sunday when we did Oracles of Truth with our brother Samin? All right. What they got for YouTube?
Pinky Lee. Oh, no. Pinky Lee just came in. She said peace and blessings.
Hey, Pinky Lee.
That's about That was the last question. Y'all got some more questions on YouTube? Candy Rain say she was on the show. Candy Rain, are we lying on Boss Life? Yes or no? Are we lying on Boss Life?
Nope. We ain't lying on Boss Life. Stop playing.
Are we lying on Brother Samin? Pinky Lee says she can hear thoughts too.
Oh yeah, that's your superhero gift. Your superpower. All right, family. We started at the show asking everybody, what is your superpower? We told a few stories. Now, everybody has some type of superpower. Have you found it yet? What is it? Share it with the listening audience. So people won't think they're crazy. So people don't think, you know what? I don't want to tell people that. They might think I got the devil in me because that's the thing they want to say. If you make a chair fly over there across the room, oh, she got the devil in her. How about I just got goddamn superpowers? How about my DNA is a little bit more reactivated than yours, and my strand, I use more strands of my DNA than you do of yours. How about that? How come I got to have the devil in me? How come I got to be possessed? Why I got to have a demon? You know what I mean? Why can't I just be a god? Why can't I be just a super magical being? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Candy Rain says, nope, he don't know he that raw.
See, Boss Life?
The large professor says, I think the recent police shootings are false. You're not the only one who think that. That is a lot of that stuff been exposed too. Because all of this was planned. A lot of this stuff was planned since the 90s. But I feel like just because it's fake doesn't mean that they don't do that to us.
Right, it still happens.
It still happens.
Hey, let me tell y'all this. So I was looking online today, and they had 20 cartoons from the Simpsons that supposedly predicted everything that we see going on. That's not a coincidence. Get the hell out of here. And it didn't predict shit.
That was planned.
It was planned. I mean, and I'm reading it today. I said, you know what? Get out of here with this bullshit. Oh, the Simpsons predicted that this was going to happen. Exactly the way that it happened? Come on now. Come on. So you predicted the cop with his his knee on his neck back in 2011. You predicted that this was going to happen, and the man's name just happened to be George? That's
just
bullshit.
so happened to be George. Same thing that happened. And on The Simpsons, they burnt down the police stations just like that.
Yeah.
So it was all planned.
And what I'm waiting for to happen next is there was a Simpson cartoon where Hillary took over from Trump, right? I don't know if something happened to Trump in the cartoon, but Hillary took over and was in office. I'm waiting for that scene to come up next too.
Now, Trump put a stop to that. He said, because all right, this is what we want y'all to do, family. It's a show on what show is that? That
What?
it's a documentary about Epstein. It's called
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein. It's called Filthy Money. I think it's on Netflix or Prime Video. What's Prime? Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
Go watch that, and it talks about they showed a lot of what he was doing. They didn't really get into the whole thing while he was setting up people and having them having these kids killed. They didn't get into that part. But they showed you over almost like a 30-year period. Not even, they didn't show the whole 30-year period. They showed from 2005 when they started reporting that he was raping these young girls. He was getting them to come over and he tell them, oh yeah, do you want to make $200 massaging old men? That's all you got to do. You don't have to do nothing else, just massage. And then when these children would get over there, they would molest them and rape them. But he was doing that, having them set up for older men, and he was doing it. But because he filmed all of this, he had political people. He had political people on tape. He got tapes of everybody you could think of, Clinton, all of these famous people. He got the what is it? The ones in England, the royal family members. He got them on there doing all of this, all part of this pedophile shit.
Yeah.
So they're showing all of this on Netflix.
It's called Jeffrey.
I think it's
Epstein,
called Filthy Money.
Filthy Rich.
Filthy Money or something like that. Filthy something. I don't know. 50. Yeah, 50
It's on
Rich.
Netflix, right?
Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy
Rich. All right, y'all. What's Candy Rain saying?
Candy Rain says, I saw a picture floating around where the black girl was headless. A black lady, teen, I think Epstein was in the pic. Yeah, because they were killing a lot of black people. They didn't show that part where they was killing black people. They only showed the little white girls that they were killing. But Spirit showed us that,
I don't remember. Did they say they was killing them?
Yeah, no, but he was the one setting up the trafficking for the kid. He was setting up for the elite, and all of these people. Some of them have fetishes where they like to kill the kids, and they like to drink their blood and stuff like that. And some of them he was just setting up for the adrenochrome stuff.
Goddamn crazy ass pervert. That's exactly why the cosmic beings are here. And they're straightening their asses out right now as we speak. They're straightening them out. And don't get it confused because we just think it's going to be all this new world order. No, they are being reprimanded as we speak right now. There's political world meetings going on with these cosmic beings. Don't say I didn't tell y'all so. And all the evil and the unrighteous and inhumane crimes they have committed, they are being punished as we speak. I can only tell you what I see. And they ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, Warrior Light says he was in the black magic. He was even on that document. He threatened a pregnant lady and told her
he would put a curse.
He would put a curse on her unborn baby, and he'll die or whatever.
See, son of a bitches. That's why, sisters, we need to be doing our goddamn ritual work. You know what? Stand up and start getting these rituals done. The hell you think you are threatening somebody?
Candy Rain says the Vatican is empty.
Yeah, I heard they abandoned. They said that the throne was overthrown by John King III or some shit that was going on. And I really think it's, honestly speaking, the Moors that have returned. But these cosmic, I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling y'all what I see spiritually. They are being dealt with right now. If y'all could only see what I could see, they are getting their asses whipped inside, upside down, east, north, west, and south. They are not playing with them. And all the inhumane crimes that they have committed against the children is what they're really, really being punished for right now, boy. I feel sorry for them, but I really don't.
Tasha Singley says, "Have you seen Contaminant on Netflix? It reminds me of the coronavirus."
We watched a little bit of it.
It's
Family, some think I'm crazy,
a
but
lot of these movies. They kind of remind me of the zombie movies because there's so many like that. You
yeah.
got Contaminant. You got what was the one back in the '90s that they made? Remember with the little monkey? That's what
shit.
Contaminant reminds me of.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't care what nobody says. I still think COVID is a goddamn spaceship. I'm telling you, I think COVID is a spaceship. I have no empathy for the. I don't have no empathy for them either, cause they lucky I'm not the one punishing. Boy, if I got the chance to punish their asses, oh, it ain't gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy because I'm gonna torture them. I will torture them so bad that they wish they was dead. You wanna mess with a baby? You wanna mess with children? You wanna see how scared you gonna be? Cause I'm gonna be doing all kind of shit to their asses. I mean, to their penis. I'm gonna cut a piece of skin of this day on. I'm gonna do all kind of shit. I'm gonna put stuff up there behind. Let me tell you something. They don't want me to punish them. I will give them the worst punishment. They would wish they was dead. I'll cut them with razors all over their penis and then put damn goddamn alcohol on it. Little hot razors, you know what I mean? Cut little slits, right? I'll do all kind of shit to them because they evil. They want to mess with children. You want to kill and rape little children. What's wrong with your brain? Like, what draws you to do that to little kids? And then, especially little kids, like the little ones, that makes me even mad.
He was doing it to, they were in between 14 and 17. That's what they preferred. Like, it was crazy. Like,
yeah, 14 and 17, come on. And these little kids was scared, but just imagine the little ones, though. The ones that did they talk about that they was getting the what do you call that? Adrenochrome from, and these babies are scared to death. You hear what I'm saying? I mean, just scared. Have you all been in a state where you were just scared to death? Like, just really scared and you was helpless? Just put that in your mind and think about how these children were so afraid of these fucking beings, these goddamn beasts, you understand? That don't belong on this earth doing this to these babies. Ooh, they would get it the worst, y'all. I swear they would get it the worst. I will find every goddamn thing I could do to their asses. I'll be like, you remember how that baby felt? This is what you did to that baby. I'm going to make you feel the same thing. You scared? I'm going to be doing the same shit.
Yeah, so that if you watch that documentary, it'll pretty much break down to you how they were able to do it for so long, because he had political ties that kept him out of trouble, that would get him out of trouble.
I don't even think he's dead.
Yeah. I didn't even say he was dead. I just said
I'm just saying. I just thought about it. I don't think he's goddamn dead. His ass paid them to get him out that jail. But let me tell you something. Wherever he's at right now, his ass needs to be cursed inside and out. They need to curse him. He needs all kind of shit need to be happening to his white ass.
But they didn't want him. They really didn't want him on the stand, even though he had made a witness. They didn't want him on the stand because he was going to topple government.
Yeah, he was going to tell on everybody.
He was going to tell on everybody because think about it. He had proof about governors, lawyers, people, the royal family. You got, all around the world, all these powerful people around the world in government. He got them doing stuff on camera.
Hollywood needs to burn out. You know, Hermetic King is coming. There's going to be, and they showed me this years ago, there's going to be an earthquake that comes to that energy or that place called Hollywood, and it's going to crack it right in half.
Warrior Light says Epstein is not dead. We didn't say he was dead. We don't believe he's
dead. He ain't dead.
He's not dead.
Rumors about him hiding out in Israel. You know what's funny? Because Spirit showed me, as soon as I said it, Spirit showed me that he's over in France. I could be wrong. I don't profess to be 150%. Spirit showed me he's over in France. They gave him a ticket. Spirit showed me a picture of them giving him money. Said, you won't get out of here. And you're never to return to this place called America. And they sent him over to France some goddamn where. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, he has property
in France.
Over in France, right?
Yep.
Or Paris. They were saying,
in France.
Yeah, in France. Okay.
He's a billionaire, so.
Okay, so he's over there hiding.
Mm-hmm. And y'all gotta see the thing. C. Thomas says, I saw the list of the other day that was supposedly a. Oh, she didn't finish.
Majestic Ross says shoulder and buck cheeks together and keep feeding them and feeding them, and they could feel them and feeding them. What? Method Man.
I saw the butt cheeks together and feed them and feed them and feed them. That's on the Wu-Tang album.
That's what he's saying, Method Man.
C. Thomas says his and Will Smith, Beyonce, and some others are on that list. Ooh, shit.
Who?
I wouldn't be surprised because she say Beyonce's name is on that list.
Beyonce, Will Smith. Come on, man. Come on. You know, see, and all of them got children. What the hell is wrong with their brain? If that's the case, I'm really, really disappointed in all them beings right there. And guess what? They still need to get it too. If that's the case, if they were part of that inhumane beast shit, they deserve to get what they get. I don't give a goddamn. All of them. Somebody else said they're coming after Oprah.
Yeah, she is a rap for Oprah because she was one of the first ones. The first people that they started talking to, them were the ones that are really in trouble. Yep, she said Chris Tucker's on there too. Yeah, he is on there.
And I used to love me some Chris Tucker, y'all. I just was crazy about Chris Tucker, but he done disappointed me too.
Yeah, he's actually Weinstein is in the documentary.
But now, you know, the thing about it, y'all, we got to read this though. Let's read this for real. Because what my spirit picked up is that he wasn't a part.
He knew about it though, I bet.
I don't know. My spirit didn't pick that up either. My spirit picked up that there was some information in reference to money and business deals that they had, but I did not actually see that he was a part of the children bullshit. I don't know.
Are you talking about?
I'm talking about Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker?
I don't see he was involved with molesting no children or doing nothing like that. And see, the thing about it, that's what we have to read, y'all, because although because he dealt with many, Jeffrey Epstein was in charge of a lot of billionaires' money. He was the one who would do their money for them, hide their money, create shit for them. So with saying that, my thing is, he could have been doing business on another level with them because it was more than just what he was doing. So I did not see that Chris Tucker was molesting or raping or doing that to children. I didn't see that spiritually.
Said I don't think everybody on the list took part in that, but they know something. They want to talk to them because of some information that they know they probably have.
Well, spirit shows me that some of them don't know. Some of them don't know. This is something that was going on with the male elite men. That's what spirit showed me. Somebody else, who else reads on here? Brother Adinkra, tap in and see. If you're a reader, read it. Was it mostly the male, white, adult men that was dealing with this energy? Because a lot of them did not know. This is what spirit is showing me. I could be wrong, but I'm saying it was mostly the male, white, elite men that were involved in this type of energy. And a few of the white elite women. That's what I'm saying. I don't tell you what I see.
The Warrior of Light says, I don't think Tucker was into kids, but I feel like he suspected it. The large professor says Chris Tucker sure is quiet.
Shit, you be too goddamn.
If all this shit was coming out, your name was on there. Your name was on there.
And then on top of that, you on the picture with him in a documentary and shit. Because see, you got to remember, you know this is history now, y'all. Y'all know this is history. When they doing shit, they always want to recruit one or two of black folks to get in the mix of it to make it look like they was a part of it, so they don't try to look all bad. Y'all know how this shit go. Yeah. That's not to say black people don't do shit like that, because there's a few of them that do.
I remember about 20 years ago, it was a black guy. He was doing the same thing Epstein was doing, and he was doing it for like the senators and shit. He was doing it in D.C. and he got caught. And he said, "Oh yeah, but this senator had me do this and this," and they just put it all on him and sent him up for pimping children. It's a black dude.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all black folks stay in your own goddamn lane. Stop messing with.
I can't remember the guy's name, but I remember that seeing that it was a documentary about the guy too. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, y'all. I don't know about that. See. You want to be down with the damn elite, and they getting you caught up in some shit you don't know nothing about, or you really don't want to be a part of. You understand? Y'all better be careful.
Well,
LeBron James is a part of it too. Come on, man. Don't tell me that. I had so much respect for the brother. We did it. Didn't we do the reading, or was it? We did a video on LeBron James. I did,
a
right?
long time ago.
Yeah, I got so much. I had so much respect. I hope he's not a part of that shit. I feel like Michael Jordan might be a part of some shit like that though. I know he was a part of the prison industrial complex.
And anybody, I don't know. I just feel like anybody that partake in that shit to do anything.
What chunky black dude you talking about? Ira Day, who you talking about?
Who you see that at?
Right there, she said the chunky black dude. Who you talking about?
Oh, she talking about the guy that I was talking. Oh,
I need to see the list.
It's on the internet. You can see it. Candy Rain says, "Is Michelle Obama a man?" I think that's computer ops and shit, like computer what like generated, like what they be make, like that one where she was standing on Ellen DeGeneres show
and it looked like she had a penis.
And it looked like she had a penis hanging between her legs in a dress.
Is Michelle Obama a man? No, I don't see that she's really a man. Nope, I don't see that. I just see she's a big woman. And you got a lot. My cousin, she was 6'2.5". She was a big woman. I don't see that she's a man. No.
And see, people put that out there because that is rumors that Barack Obama was into having sex with men.
With men, right?
Yeah, and I remember I was watching Brother Sid. He he did a thing where he showed the guy that was accusing. He was coming out when Obama was running. He was accusing Barack of. He said they were lovers.
Well, shit, how long?
And they found his head cut off around the corner, and his body was around the corner of it, from his head.
Yeah, well, all right. I think we've been over time. It's been over an hour, y'all.
Yeah,
It's been over an hour, 71 minutes. So, any last minute thoughts? Anything y'all want us to talk about when we come back on here Thursday? Say it up. What y'all want us to talk about?
And if y'all come and watch this later, y'all can put it in the community post what y'all want us to talk about also. Sister Moon says, I think he is. I believe so.
Who?
She said she believes Michelle Obama is a man.
He could be a transvestite.
A tranny?
I don't know. She could be a transvestite. She might be, but I don't see that.
Breonna, large professor says Breonna Taylor. Who's Breonna Taylor? That's the girl who got killed or something?
Who's Breonna Taylor? Netflix suggestions. I don't know, Katie Ray, the last one. Oh, we watched a really good documentary last night. Called about. It's about okay. We watched No Mercy. That was good. But I can't watch movies like that, y'all, because it make me mad. It make me goddamn mad. I don't like that shit, and I don't like it. What?
You did that? Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't do it. Just did it. It makes me mad, so I can't watch movies like that. But No Mercy with Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx was a good movie. But it just make you mad. It's just back in the days when they was doing shit to black people that they was doing in the South. Some bullshit. It was making me mad. But
it was a good movie, though.
It was a good movie, though. I watched another documentary last night about a woman named Rudy McCullough, right? And she had shot this white doctor
in
Florida back in the 60s because at that time, and I didn't know this.
I think it was 50s something.
Back in the 50s, something like that. But she shot him because he was making her have sex with him. She was married with kids. Mm-hmm. And back then they were saying in this town in Florida, that was the law that a white man could have a black woman if he wanted to.
Like say if me and her was married and a white man found her attractive, he could come on to her and she can't turn down his advances or she'll be hung.
Right. That was what they're saying back then, boy.
And she even had a kid by him. She
Right.
had two. She got pregnant by him
Twice. Right.
And then the second time he aborted the baby.
Right. And then the last time she had the baby and it was his, but she went in his office and shot him dead. And they locked her up, but she was free from it because they found out from the way he was drugging her up. Then he was having sex with. Go look at it. It's on what is it? Prime Video. It's called the Ruby McCullum story. Okay, and it was crazy because she ended up getting off because they knew you forcing this woman to have sex with you. And then you're drugging her. He got her addicted to drugs, and she was in a mental institution twice. Mm-hmm. And they had to come back, and they found out all of that, and then they ended up releasing her. But it was a really good documentary. I like to watch documentaries, so that was one that I really enjoyed because you don't know about stories like this, and you like to hear about stories like this just for your own, knowledge data bank, as I like to say. You always want to add to your knowledge data bank.
Warrior Life says, do you see that Obama mess with kids too? Because I've been hearing that as well. I hope not.
Shit. Well.
Oh boy.
Your hope is not going to help because he's down with the down. He's down with the get down. And at the end of the day, they're all into this shit together, whatever they're doing with that pedophile shit.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said he was one of the first on the list, like the first ones they was talking about getting subpoenaed and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, they said, what's the colors in court last week, or was it this week? I think it was last week.
So Ken said they all mess with kids. That's a damn shame. I feel like anybody who does that, they need to be taken and put on an island and tortured for the rest of their lives. I feel like that. Babies are innocent. They're just, you don't care about. You know what I mean? It's like, how could you not? I think some of these are not really real human beings. I think they're like demon beings or like disagreeable beings. I think these people are really disagreeable. You know what I mean?
Nikki said what she said.
What?
I don't know. It's just that's what Candy Rain said.
Yeah, I really think these are some beings that come from somewhere else, or are just operated by goddamn damn demons or whatever. Have reptilian beings that don't care. These people that are doing this they're not human. They have to be another species that just don't have respect for human life. And that's the only thing I could think of for them to do the inhumane things that they do to babies and children. They're not real beings. They're not human beings. Mm-hmm. That's not to say some of us don't have compassion, but I'm just saying they got to be something else.
Something else.
All right, family. We're about to get up off of here. Envisions Clarity says that's why Hillary wiped her emails clean. Obama told her to get him some pizza.
Because that's the whole thing. That's what they do. Ain't that like a code word for like kids or adrenochrome or some shit? I didn't really look all the way into the Pizzagate thing, but I keep hearing about it. So maybe it's something I need to check out. What is the whole Pizzagate thing about, y'all, before we go?
Make it quick.
What is the whole Pizzagate thing about, family? Tell us. Let us know right quick. Before we get off here, because I want to know. I keep seeing it, but then I don't want to look it up and then get out like reading it and then get mad and all of this, because I know I'll probably go straight to the shrine and start doing rituals on people. So let me know.
Hermetic says, how do we know that we're not clones? We could be. We could be, Hermetic King. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, every time I turn around, I see a person that looks exactly like there's a girl across the country that looks just like my niece, down to the nose and everything, like her clone. Like she just, you understand? So I think that everybody that looks alike comes from the same species of beings. So if I got somebody who has the same kind of face or has the same type of being, what?
That's messed up. Pizza is a code for a young girl and hot dog is a hot hog is a I guess you mean hot dog. Hot dogs is a code for young boys. Wow, that's crazy. That's nasty, man.
It's like they're ordering pizza, but it's actually kids. Yeah, Somebody needs to order some motherfucking steak on their ass if they call them steak, and let's start chopping pieces of their body parts off. How about that? Let me
And you
order
know
some
what?
goddamn steak.
But
Give me some steak.
they been showing us shit like this was going on. Remember that movie Hostile? Hostel, the hostel. That's sort of the same shit, but they was putting it over there in Germany. But I believe that shit was going on here, where they would get these young people in these nightclubs or whatever, and then they would wake up and then they would be strapped down, and then they let these rich people come in, pay 50 grand, 60 grand, and they got to kill a live person. But they were young, and they usually be old, rich people.
Yeah,
that was explaining some of the stuff that was going on now. It's a lot of these movies I'm
Y'all want
starting to
some
recall, and I
goddamn
realize that
steak? Do y'all want some steak?
that's
give me
code
some
word for
steak.
rich folks.
That's code word for grown ass men. Give me some steak. So I can chop their goddamn penises off and their goddamn toes and their fingers, and I could poke their eyeballs out of their head and do everything. I could cut their tongues out of their mouth. Goddamn beast. A lot of celebrity kids were part of it. See what I'm saying? God damn it, shit. They can kiss my natural black guy. I don't like all that shit. I don't like it. I just get angry because I love the babies. You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah, I know about the WikiLeaks because Warrior Light says there was a WikiLeaks emails from Hillary Clinton telling Obama not to do it at the White House because he is the president. He ordered $65,000 worth of pizza and hot dogs. Wow.
Okay, I don't want to hear no more shit. I can't hear no more of that shit because it made me angry. Makes me angry. It makes me just want to do a mass ritual on their asses and let them die by the most freakiest ways they can die. You understand? The most freakiest ways they can die for messing with children.
One more thing. What's his name? Chief Shango says, I want to hear y'all have a show about that and hear y'all take.
About what?
The whole thing. What you talking about, Chief Shango? You talking about the what are you talking about?
They adopt our black kids for rituals. I heard about that too.
Yeah, they do that. They do a lot of that.
Yeah, BP Papa, didn't Shirley Temple become the governor of some state years ago? Wasn't she? I need to read her book because I didn't know that was in her book. But yeah, yeah. I see stuff like this. I don't really like talking about because it makes me angry because I love children. And the thing about it, I'm such an empath. I get in my mind and I start picturing them doing shit to the kids, and it makes me mad. And it just makes me want to do, like I said, a mass ritual on all of their asses and let them die in the most freakiest, horrible ways they could imagine. But I'm gonna tell you like this again. What Spirit has shown me, these are not human beings. These are some type of beings that just don't care. So a baby to them is like a piece of meat would be to you. Yeah, you got what I mean? A child to them is like a piece of, you know what I mean? Like or you say there's people like to, slaughter dead. So a dead to them. I'm telling you, these are not real beings. These are some type of other beings that's doing this crazy shit. And it could be a war. That could be what's the war going on between some of our beings and them goddamn crazy ass beings right now.
Pure Jim says they rescue children underground in New York. It's crazy to know that all this was going on in America. I had no clue. Well, I was hearing about this like 10 years ago. But at first it was going on, a lot of it was going on in China. And then they started finding out a lot of the rich elite were doing it because the China were known for eating people and babies and stuff like that. And then it came out that the Americans were doing it too. Yeah, I've been heard about this, but I didn't know it was to this extent where it's like it is.
Energy can do with our kids to them.
Well,
I just know, man, all I can say is that there's a lot that's going on. There's a lot that's going on, but there's a lot that we're going to be happy about that's going to be solved. A lot of things are going to be solved. A lot of all of this unrighteous energy and toxic energy that we see on this earth is getting ready to change for the better. The ancient one said, "We shall rise in the west." So believe me, there's some talk on right now, and there's some things, a lot of big changes coming to America right now, this day. We're going to see. Don't just let the negative energy, keep you in a mode of fear. Do know that better days are coming. Don't say I didn't tell you so. On that note, we want to thank you for tuning into the Spiritual Vault. I am Wunam, aka Nikki Love, your African Indigenous Traditional Healer. Been nice, family, but we got to go.
And I'm Brother Adinkra, your African Indigenous Traditional Healer. Peace, family.
Peace.
Close your eyes. Just relax. Just relax. Five, four, three, 6